success. This is my first Twitch stream, my first live stream on YouTube, so yeah, this is just a quick test before I actually move on to actual streaming episodes every week. So that is what I plan to do. Is I'm going to do some live streams every week, do some drawings, and that sort of thing. And so, of course, I'll have some new graphics. Right now, I just kind of have just kind of some placeholder images right now. So, like, there's my avatar from Twitter and Kitsulie. I'm at Kitsulie, Kitsulie on Twitter and Instagram and all of that. So, yeah, this is just a live stream test. So, right here, I was just drawing this red cardinal. I was drawing it for my mom's birthday. So, yeah, this is kind of what I was doing. Just a cardinal in flight. She loves the color red, so doing a red cardinal and red rose. Ooh, isn't that pretty? So, here is kind of my basic setup. So, you know, I got my layers over here. So let's take a look. So I have my references. I have those in a separate folder. And then I'll have like my sketches and stuff in there. Or like any reference pictures or that sort of thing. So like I have a sketch underneath. See if I click this eyeball. Bloop! Oh, there's the sketch! Oh, yay! Oh, okay. So there he is. Beautiful cardinal. And then I'll have like maybe a reference picture over here or something. So, yes. I'm going to hide that. What is this doing? Bloop. There we go. Alright, let's go back here. Yes, that's what I want. Alright, my beautiful cardinal. He's so lovely. Okay, and I have all my layers. Usually I'm a lot worse at naming layers, but I've gotten better. You know, it'll be like layer 1, 2, 3, 6. Or I'll just, like, see, I put for this part. What does that even mean? Beak. Feathers. Always pretty feathers. So whenever I start doing actual live streams and everything, I'm going to actually start from a rough sketch and then show you my process of doing the inking and coloring and all that. So, like I said, this is just a test. This is only a test. See, I got his eyeballs. Oh no, it's his eyes. He's no soul. Okay. And then my inks. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Pretty cool with no inks, you know. And his feathers and stuff, so I can kind of play around with all of that. So I think I'll color in this rose, this pretty beautiful rose. Okay, so let's see. Usually what I like to do is I like to take the magic wand, bloop, and I like to just make sure that it's kind of closed up, that there's nothing open, so if I did do a fill or something, then that way it wouldn't splatter everywhere. But then it's also nice to check and make sure all your lines are nice and put together. So I've seen different people do different coloring methods. So what I like to do is, well, let's take a peek. Make it a little bit easier. So I'll do the selection of all of them. And I'll expand this selection. Bloop. Expand it by 2 pixels. Bloop. Let's pick a color. I mean, red, obviously. But which red? Ba-ding! Who's dinging me? Okay. Alright, let's see. So, don't want it to be exact color red. Maybe a little darker red. Not too pink. She doesn't care for pink. It's gotta be red. Red, I tells ya. Bloop! Ew, that's pink. I didn't want pink. Okay, what else we got? Darker red, perhaps? Let's see how that looks. Bloop. It's not really what I wanted. But I didn't want it to be the same color as that. This is such a variety of choices. Maybe a little darker red. Bloop. Oh, that looks nice. Oh no! Look at those! Oh, let's color it in. Alright, so... I'm just gonna color it in with the brush, that sort of thing. I need to check and see how I can read this thing at the same time. Okay, you know, I'm gonna check out Twitch real quick. Oh wait, it's up there. Yeah, I got my Twitch up there. Ooh, what happens if I turn it on? You know, I'm gonna check out. Oh, hey, it's me. I heard myself. Okay, sorry, I'm so new at this, so I have no idea. I'm just wondering how people check their chat while they are doing this. I have no idea. I'm so new at this. Okay. I'll figure it out. But what I was trying to do is trying to figure out how to check and see what people are saying. I know somebody did that. Beluga Tunes, that's you, if you're watching this. Yes, okay. I'm gonna stop being crazy for a second. So, I'm gonna go over here. So thanks to anybody who's watching this weirdness, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm doing actually right now is I changed it to black and white because I was actually going to start a little bit of shading. Oh, I didn't name this. I should probably name that. Rose. Beautiful. I like to separate all the colors out into different layers and then have the ink on top. Like that. Yes. So for shading, what I like to do, so I'll add a new layer. There's a couple different ways that I do shading, but this one's the one that I usually use most often. But what I'll do is make a new layer, name it shading, bloop. Okay, and then I will pick my brush for shading. Now, depending on the shading that I want, sometimes I'll use a nice soft brush, which I might use for this one because, I mean, it's Birdie and he's all fluffy. But, you know, I might use a soft brush or I might use one of these harder brushes. But that's usually for, it just really depends on the piece. So for this one, I'm kind of going for something a little watercolory and soft and pretty. So I'm going to go with soft shading. So, and seeing if I color it. Oh, it's black, straight black and white, right? So like if I was to color his feather right here, you know, come on. If I was to color his feather, yoop, yoop, get a little shade, a little texture, what's gonna happen? Oh, it's black, but look, I like to do soft light. Ooh, looks kind of weird against the red, but let's see. Yeah, I like to do a little soft light going on. Look at that. Do, 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 do. Ooh. Not really much to it right now, but yeah. I like to do a little bit of that soft light for the shading and the highlights too. Because then it's black, but then it's like just got this nice soft texture, and then it'll blend, you know, with whatever color you're on. So see how it does that on the beak? He's deep and nosy. Look at your nose. At your little beak. Yes. Color your beak. Won't really do it on white or straight black. This is not really straight black. This is like a really dark grayish red right here. See? So you can barely see it showing up. Da, 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 da. I didn't color it in exact, you know, so you can see some of these sketchy lines. I was kind of going for something like really kind of sketchy, kind of soft, watercolory, like almost like a painting, I guess. So this is also a new technique. So not only am I live streaming for the first time, kind of messing up and being weird, I bling. I'm also doing something brand new. So you probably won't be able to see me finish this just because I've, you know, like I said, I'm like, what is going on? Okay. Let's see. And I do the same thing for the feet. You want to think about your light source and everything. Like, where's the light coming from? Where is the shade gonna go? I don't know. And then I have friends that have different shading techniques, so it's interesting to see how they do their shading. Usually I've done the soft light overlay thing, but then there's other times where I will, if I want more shading or if I want to try something new, sometimes I'll like lock this like right here, where I will only paint directly on that, and then I can paint it different colors. So I'd have to explain it in another one. Let's paint these feathers. Pretty feathers. I have no idea how this music sounds. I meant to overlay some music with this, so I don't know if it's too loud or too quiet. I have no idea. So please forgive my first stream for being wonky and weird. I don't even know who's watching. I have no idea. I don't know how to check. And I don't want to... I'll look later. So if you're chatting or saying anything, I can't see you. I'm new to Twitch. Yep. So I'll probably have to look later. I'm gonna have to figure some of this stuff out. Oh, you know what? I bet I have to turn off. Oh, I know. I think I know. I'm just talking to myself now. Unless you're listening, then hello. How are you? I'm doing fine. Oh, so if you are listening, I'm going to be start. I can't even talk. I'm going to start doing these once a week, probably Monday nights. Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, is what I'm thinking. That's really the only day, well, the only time frame that I can think of that is consistent. I know everybody lives on different time zones, and especially for some of my UK folks and some people on the other side of the world, you're a few hours ahead of me, so 9 p.m. Eastern is a wee bit late for you. It's probably like 2 a.m. there. So, but really, I usually work during the day. I am a tour guide during the week, and on the weekends, I entertain at birthday parties. So I pretty much work during the day. And yeah, evenings are really the only consistent time that I would be able to do these. And then I want to be able to have time to come home and play with the puppy dogs. See, they're kind of quiet right now, but sometimes on these live streams they might get a little rambunctious and be like, rah, 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 and you'll hear them. Daisy and Lily. Oh, so yes, so I'm doing these probably Monday nights. Right now on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, you can join me in Rabbit. Rabbit is a streaming service, so just look up Rabbit streaming service. Free to join. You can join, and you can add me as a friend. It's at Kitsulie. It's easy to remember. Kitsulie is just pretty much on all the social media stuffs. So, and we are streaming every Wednesday night. We're streaming 2 animated movies, right? So, like for instance, last week we watched The Last Unicorn and The Flight of the Dragons. Kind of doing, we started doing a theme, you know. So the first week I think we watched, what did we watch? We watched Land Before Time and The Black Cauldron. Last week we went fantasy themed. We did Last Unicorn, which I love, and then The Flight of the Dragons, which I had not seen before. And then this week, this Wednesday, we're going forest themed, which means starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, we're starting with Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest. And then we are watching Once Upon a Forest. Once Upon a Forest. You know, I feel like I've seen that one, but I don't really remember. So whenever I see it, I'm sure I'll be like, oh yeah, I totally remember that, but I don't know. So yeah, 2 movies every Wednesday night, 2 animated movies. They're animated, and they're usually going to follow a theme. I'll take suggestions or any of that. But yeah, just join us on Rabbit, come and watch, and yeah, it's going to be fun. Another thing, what is going on here? Another thing I'll be doing, other than the live streams like this, I'm going to start a YouTube show and podcast. So I'm kind of working on that too. That's launching in March. That's where I'm going to talk about pretty much anything. The animated movies we watch, life in Atlanta, because I live in Atlanta and I'm a tour guide, and traveling, probably. I love to travel, and I love meeting people from all over the world. And trivia. So maybe some of you, maybe were at my trivia nights where I was hosting trivia. Some questions, I don't know, just a variety of fun things. So be sure to keep on the lookout for that in August. That's when I plan to launch it. Look at this birdie. Isn't he cute? What else? That's pretty much it. A YouTube show, and then the podcast. And then, of course, my blog, kitsulie.com. You can check out all that. Or I'll post all this stuff. Who knows? Da, da, da. Okay. So I don't really know what else I want to do with this. Ooh, no. I should put that in its own separate layer. He's got a beard. Oh, you know what? I have pressure on. Look, I can turn pressure off. Like that. I can make it so much softer. I always keep forgetting to do that. Pressure is good. I like doing the pressure for inking and shading, and I like the line weight and everything, but usually whenever it for inking and the sketching part, I use the pressure. When it comes to shading, it depends. But whenever I'm doing soft shading, I usually like to turn the pressure off. See how it's a lot more fuller, I guess. I can create like this really soft look. Really, really soft. By the way, for Photoshop, I use lazy. Ooh, no, my thing. My shading went off. Alright. Where was I? So, for inking and painting and all that. So, for Photoshop, I downloaded Lazy Nezumi Pro. It's really good. I don't know if it'll come up here. It looks like that. That's it. Lazy Nezumi Pro. Get that. It is amazing because it helps you smooth out your lines whenever you're doing line work in Photoshop. Helps you smooth out your lines. It's just really great. And I think there's a free trial, and then I think once it's done, I forgot how much it was, but it wasn't more than $30. In fact, that's probably how much it is. But you can do the free trial and see if you like it. So if you have Photoshop, I highly recommend that. Everything on this cardinal is very experimental, by the way. This is not my usual. Hey! You see? They're over there sassing each other now. Oh, and excuse the... Oh my goodness. Excuse the mic, too, because I'm recording on my computer and not my regular microphone. So it will sound a lot better whenever I actually do an actual episode, right? Like I said, this is all experimental. This painting and this streaming. So, yay, I hope you'll stick around after this. I hope you at least like my voice. He's so pretty. Oh, and the rose! So pretty. I'm probably going to write a poem with it. I write poetry, too. It's fun. Okay, so see, I have my shading. Oh, look, it just added some nice depth in there. It's not the greatest, but it kind of works. I might even go back in and do this. Add pressure. Maybe add little feathers. Ooh, no. Come on, what are you doing? My pressure. I turned pressure on. Alright, come on. Control Z. Aren't you working? Work for me! No! Did you freeze? No? Okay. There it goes. It did something. Oh. Streaming monitor. I've been streaming for 20 minutes already. This is fun. Apparently. Okay, so I'm going to add some highlights, and I think I'm going to wrap up. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. Bloop. Oh. Soft light. Ah, very, very soft. Yes. Oh, pretty. Little highlight on the beak. Little highlight on his feetsies. Look at your little feetsies. I need to get some recordings of... I mean, I have recordings of her, but I need some recordings of my cat. I have a lot of recordings. And she passed away just a few weeks ago. I have videos and recordings, and you might have seen her animated. Yeah, she'll be all a cute little cartoon, but she'll be making cameos too, of course. So she'll live on forever. Da, 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 da. Pretty tail feathers. Okay, so now that I've colored in this rose, see, I can highlights. I'm just gonna do this for a few more minutes and then I will stop. But like I said, it's just a test. Should I do a soft shade? I think I will. Pressure. There we go. Come on, pressure. Pressure! Pressure down on me. See. Alright. That's the theme. It's my theme, and I'll credit it in the description. I don't know if you can hear it, or if it's too loud or too quiet. I have no idea. I think it was turned down low for the most part, but what I want to do is I'd like it to be kind of like playing softly throughout the thing as I'm doing this. I do not... Dang it. I am so not a fan of roses. Look at this. And what is my pressure shading? What are you doing? Oh, what is going on? Oh. Erase that. Okay, rose. Rose. Ugh. Who likes rose? Just leave this rose on the beach. Oh! I'm terrible. Okay. Dang it, Rose. Oh, I do not like this. Oh, what is this? What is this even? Oh, this is the ugliest rose I've ever made. This is why I don't make roses. I just need to do, daisies. Like my puppy Daisy. And a lily, too. But roses? No. Like, where's this? Okay. Ugh. And I hate face painting them, too. Well, I don't know. And face painting is pretty soft. Pretty easy. It's just pretty, the paints and stuff. This. Oh, I do not like this. Okay. Oh, what is this? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry for this ugliness. Here, look at the pretty cardinal. Look at that. Oh, what love. He's staring into your soul. Okay, so, dang it. No, go away. Okay, whatever. So yeah, so thanks for tuning in, for my, hey, guys, I am trying to do something here. Excuse them. Sometimes they'll make cameos, too. Ugh. They always like to play fight, because they're crazy. So anyway, so thanks for tuning in to my very first live stream. It's gonna be funny because whenever I just stream like hundreds of videos or something, I'm gonna look back on this one and be like, oh my goodness, oh my word. Okay, so this is it. Well, it's not it. I'm gonna add some more stuff to it, but I think I just want to go back in and check my test. But then after I'm done, I always like to sign with a fox. Oh no, my cardinal went away. So you might have seen that. If you've seen my work, you know that I always add a fox. Always gotta sign it with a fox. Because after all, my name is Kitsulie. That is a kitsune, kitsune, however you want to say it, plus Julie. Julie Kitsulie. That's right. Julie. Well, apparently, Daisy just wants to sass. But yeah, for as long as I can remember, I've always done my J like a fox. So I always draw, like that. And then I do bloop, bloop, a little heart, because I love all of you. Oh, dang it. But yes, little heart, because I love all of you. So look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so nice. And then a little, bleep. Yay, I'm happy. My little nose. Okay. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. So until then, blue skies, and stay tuned.